Hello everyone and welcome. We're on the Clohesy Lake Trail and we've been breaking trail for most of it, so we're going to keep doing that. We're targeting to head up to a lake at the very top of it. It's a tiny little lake. Maybe be able to do some paddleboarding or something. But it's pretty early season, so we've been breaking a little bit of snow, but nothing too much. But we'll keep going and see if we can get there. We're about halfway up the trail, third of the way.
Yeah. Not too bad so far.
Onward.
Do you want to drive to this part? Because I don't want to.
There's a bit more snow than we anticipated, but we're about halfway up so far, so it's supposed to smooth out in a little bit. I think we'll be alright. This spot that we've come to is deep and narrow, so I'm gonna walk it real quick and see what it looks like. Woo. Doing a lot better than I thought it was. It just powered right through all that. So the rest of this doesn't look any worse than, it looks less actually. A little bit uphill, but I'm gonna go for it. And if I have to unstuck myself, I will. I'm prepared for that. We've slid down towards a tree a little bit, so my options of reversing and forwarding are limited. So I'm just going to try to pull myself up to that big tree up there. Shouldn't be too big of a deal, and we can keep moving. You ready to drive again?
No. I don't want to drive.
You're doing so good.
There's so much snow and I got stuck twice already.
Nah, there's not much ahead.
I guess you got stuck like 4 times. So.
I had to winch myself.
What a wimp.
I know, I suck.
Sissy whiny baby. Alright,
just want to dig it out?
I can't move it. I tried. It just exploded.
Alright, well, get the winch stuff out. We'll get through it.
We're floating. Oh my gosh.
You gotta kind of pull the shackle through itself a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Whew. There you go. And then pull it back tight again. Good to go.
Voila. It's a little baby version.
Yep. Woo! Keep going.
You know, I try to be graceful and it just doesn't work out for me.
Not all the time.
When I was hiding, last time you winched yourself, I kept running into the tree. Okay, not running into the trees, but my hair was getting caught on them and now I have a ton of sticks in my
Yeah, your
hair.
hair's like going
All over the place.
Sasha has successfully gotten herself stuck,
And
set up the winch, got herself out,
unstuck.
and unstuck. Then put it all away.
Yeah. He's wearing that.
I'm gonna set up a snatch block. We keep encountering deeper and deeper snow drifts, but it's not too much. Keep winching out of it. But we're almost there, like half a mile. So close. I see a sign.
Oh man.
Stop. Water. Stop, turn off, turn off. What'd you say?
So there's some other blazers coming up.
Okay. My winch exploded. Yeah.
I think someone was doing a good job all the way up here on
Oh yeah, that was us.
We got real close.
Yeah, I did.
Well, I'm glad you came along.
Are you just hiking or are you with them?
I'm with
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh yeah. We do this every year. Yeah, oh yeah. All of them.
Although you did a good, you did good
There's
work.
one more hill. If it gets like this, we're only gonna fly naked like right here.
Well,
Sander, Matt, Sander, bud. Oh, that's on fun.
Alright, I feel less bad now.
Oh yeah, you should feel bad. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you all?
Look how very Matt is. Oh man. Hi.
Oh yeah, what time was it? Shitty Bill. Oh really? Shitty Bill, yeah.
Shitty Bill.
Fucking boom. Yeah. That sucks. Oh, I'm so glad you showed up.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah.
in a crazy turn of events, which we weren't recording, we got stuck in this ice bog over here, and we found a bigger tree that was barely at the very limit of the winch line, and the winch barrel exploded.
It blew up.
We would have been stuck up here. I didn't account for the possibility of the winch exploding in coming up a trail this far solo, but luckily this group of 5 Blazers came up, and they're all just running 38, 40-inch tires, boggers. They just pulled us right out, gave them a beer, good to go.
Crazy.
I need a new winch though.
Yeah.
But that means we're probably not going to camp up here tonight, because they are not staying up here, they're heading back down. So I don't want to be stuck up here again without a
Alone.
winch. So we're going to head back down with them and find another campsite that's more off of like a road. Oh, here goes another one.
Yeah, look at that. Well, even if we made it
It's-
past
no.
this, no way.
I would have seen that and be like, oh sorry babe, we can't make it to that.
Oh. Took us probably 5 hours to get up that trail and 45 minutes to get down.
Yeah, once it's all tracked out.
Yeah. So much easier.
So, man, I'm still just blown away that the winch is what exploded. Normally you hear it's the line that goes or something, and the line did go actually. I don't know if it was before or after the actual winch barrel exploding. The line went also. So, I'm gonna end up getting a new winch. I'll save all this as an extension rope, which would have come in handy.
You're lucky that those people came right behind us.
So lucky, yeah. If that group hadn't shown up, we were, I mean that trail was miles long, we were way up there. We were still stuck until they came along.
It would have been a hike back until home.
But we don't have to. So we're gonna celebrate it with alcohol. We're just gonna be hanging out here the rest of the day, making food, hanging by the river. Should be a lot of fun. If you want to see the teardown of the winch, you can skip to the end of the video. We're gonna take the bumper off, see if we can figure out what actually happened to the winch, and should be pretty interesting. So if you want to see that, it'll be at the end.
Dink. Here we got pizzas going on. You gotta toast one side first, and then flip it over and add all your toppings. And let the cheese melt. That'll be delicious. How much pizza sauce do you like?
Tell me.
To you. It just looks a lot prettier, I feel like.
Going for appearance here?
Presentation is important.
Alone by ourselves in the woods?
Listen, when I eat food, I like for it to look pretty. Yummy.
What a crazy day.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy, crazy. Ooh. That's yummy.
It's good. Camping pizza. Very relaxing day so far. Took a nap and now I'm just gonna make some lunch. I don't know. Start with one of these at least. We were supposed to be on a trip. We had a big 2-week trip planned for this time of year. That trip unfortunately got canceled or maybe postponed until next year. Every day so far on our on this little trip, we've been like talking, oh, we would have been here today. Today on the trip, I would have been doing exactly the same thing because we were going to spend a day in Carlsbad, California. And I would have been hanging out there all day, surfing, swimming in the ocean. So I guess being next to a river in the forest isn't such a bad plan B. Still a nice day. So this is a close second, I suppose. Alright, we're back home. Now we're going to take this winch apart and see how ruined it is. So the winch is still bolted to that spot. Everywhere that it was fastened, there's still bolted there, still bolted there.
Probably.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
So both the mounts on this side are starting to rip through a bit. That one, oh man, there's like not even a washer on that one. No wonder it ripped through. That's my fault. Just we're gonna see if the light bar works. All the wiring looks intact. I think it just, yeah, the clip is broken, so I think it just kind of popped off. All right.
Hey.
Are all the lights on?
No, there's one side that's.
Ah, see. These. Oh, I can feel broken glass.
Oh, really?
Or plastic or whatever that is.
I put my eyeballs right in the wrong spot. Huh.
Yeah.
Just got squished
Well,
right there.
3 out of 4.
So usable.
The reason I was thinking about getting a new bumper was, since this has been made, there's more on the market that take better usage of that space. So I thought if I have to get a new light bar anyway, and the bumper's kind of foobarred, that maybe I would.
Everything else in there look okay? The radios?
Yeah. So, I mean, there's kind of grease everywhere from the internals of the winch.
Loaded.
But the AC condenser is good. The cross member is good. Trans cooler is good. So, and that, I checked that as soon as it happened. I was like, is my
Yeah.
radiator okay? As soon as it happened. Okay, now we have everything taken apart, cleaned up, so we can actually diagnose what happened. And the primary failure was me. And let me explain. First, this bumper is aluminum, which by itself is not a bad thing. They can hold winches just fine. I think that aluminum bumpers are great. You do have to consider the fact, though, that aluminum is a little bit softer than steel, which for some reason when I was installing this winch, I overlooked. So the mounting points on this winch on the plate are all slots. And the winch itself does not come with any washers besides the small lock washers. And I didn't put any extra on, so there actually wasn't a whole lot of bearing surface for those washers to grab onto. So what happened was, once I had a large load on the winch, basically it just pulled right through the mounts. And again, I don't know why when I was installing this, I didn't immediately notice like, oh, there's immediately going to pull through as soon as there's a load on this winch. We'll chalk it up to past me being an idiot and learn from it. So, that was the primary failure, was a pull through. Now the winch mounting plates are structural members of the winches itself. So if one half of the winch, which was the passenger side here, starts to move, then the entire winch just becomes a torsion piece with a huge load on it, and it just explodes, which is exactly what happened. So the driver's side of the winch, which is where all the gear train is, you can see that those mounting brackets just stayed in the bumper but broke off the housing. Whereas the mounts on the motor side, which was the passenger side, they pulled through. So the secondary failure was, after the winch exploded, the drum here continued to spin. And it scuffed up the bumper a little bit. Nothing I really care about, it's cosmetic. But when it did that, it broke the rope at the mounting point. And so I have all this extra rope. I will use that, kind of resplice the end where it broke and just turn it into a winch extension, which would have been really handy to have. One of the spot where there was some damage was the motor side. When it pulled forward, kind of dented the front of the bumper a little bit. Again, that's just cosmetic. I don't really care about that. But because the mounting holes on this bumper are now suspect and they've been pulled through, opened up, they're kind of raised up little mountains, it is fixable, and you can put, if I actually did put some steel washers on there, I think it would still be usable, but I went ahead and ordered a replacement bumper. Because the failure here was user error, my fault. It had nothing to do with the winch. I don't have any lack of faith in this winch. I think it did just fine, and it would have done a lot better if I had installed it right. So I went ahead and bought a replacement of the same brand. It was a Smitty built. The one I had was an XRC 9,500 pound synthetic, and the replacement that I got was a bit of an upgrade. It was the 10,000 pound X2O. Now this winch has a wireless remote, a slightly higher load rating at 10,000 pounds, and a better waterproof rating, all of which are nice little upgrades to have. So that's about it. I'm gonna go ahead and put the new winch on, but thanks for watching. I appreciate the views. See you later.